Alrighty, so today I'm doing a review for a Netflix show that has just dropped. I'll be doing another Netflix show review in a few days. I don't know when, whenever I feel like. But today I will be reviewing a show that is getting extremely good reviews, and I'll be talking about it myself today. This is, of course, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. So pretty much what it is it is an anime version of Scott Pilgrim. And if you don't know what Scott Pilgrim is, where there is a high chance you probably don't know what Scott Pilgrim is, it is a movie and was also a comic book series about a dude named Scott Pilgrim who finds the girl of his dreams. And then to get the girl of his dreams, he has to defeat the seven evil exes. That's Scott Pilgrim, and it is really entertaining. The movie is absolutely fucking incredible. I don't know how it could get better. But yeah, the movie's fucking amazing. I have my opinions on the show. Okay, lots of people love the show, and I completely understand that. The show is pretty fucking good. So okay, let's talk. Pretty much, when I watched the trailer, I thought it was literally just going to be exactly like the movie, like exactly like it. But then I went ahead and watched it. I watched all 8 episodes of the show and thought it was going to be the movie. I really did. And then in episode 2, spoilers, by the way, I'll be talking constant spoilers. In episode 2, Scott Pilgrim dies. That's where the show starts getting not like the movie. Okay, so pretty much Scott Pilgrim dies at the end of like episode 1 or 2. I can't remember. He dies in the end of an episode. I'm pretty sure it was one of the first 2 episodes. But yeah, he straight up dies from one of the evil exes, punches him, and then he just turns into 2 coins and dies. They have a funeral for him and everything. And really, when I watched that part, and then they just don't reveal anything of what happened to Scott Pilgrim in the next few episodes until they find out that he's not dead. Yeah, so what pissed me off is this show is literally called Scott Pilgrim and he's not even in half of it. He's in the first episode and the final few episodes. Those are the episodes he's in. So episodes 2, 3, 4, 5 are all just, oh god, they're not that good. They're just based around side characters. The side characters in Scott Pilgrim, they're entertaining, but like it just got a tiny bit confusing at some points and a little tiny bit boring. Okay, the music choices and everything in this show, fucking bangers. Like really good music. Okay, because it's Scott Pilgrim, it's good, and it's also like video gamey. It's just my god. Probably, and the finale. Holy shit. The final episode of this show it's phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. I give it a fucking 10 stars for the finale. Let me just say, yeah, this show's it's just great. It's fucking awesome. I can't really, yeah. The only bad thing that I can say about this show is that Scott Pilgrim isn't even in all of it. Like he only appears for a few episodes when the show is literally called Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. That is my one complaint. But the characters are just so entertaining. Every single character has a little storyline, and there are lots of characters. Like every single character has their own personality and everything. Everything's animated just so nicely. I just, oh my god, this show. So if you want to know what happens in the finale, the seven evil exes aren't the bad guys anymore. They did try to like bomb the stage, like there was a performance happening. They tried to like explode it, but then that didn't work. The bad guy at the end of the show is old Scott. Pretty much so what happened to Scott Pilgrim at the end of episode 1 is he got pretty much the okay. He got taken through a portal when he got punched. He didn't get punched, like right before he got punched. Someone dragged him through a portal through the ground and then took him somewhere. That someone was Scott, but when he's 20 something years old, pretty much old Scott, and then reveals that he should not get together with Ramona Flowers, who is pretty much the girl of his dreams, the guy that's the girl that Scott Pilgrim is trying to get together with. And then so pretty much Scott Pilgrim thinks that's bullshit. And then so old Scott Pilgrim is just saying don't get together with her because she pretty much divorces Scott in the future, and then he gets really sad and miserable. And then what Scott proceeds to do is try to get together with Ramona Flowers after that, and then that turns to shit. So the bad guy in episode 8 is even older Scott because they get taken to like this alternate universe. I can't remember, but pretty much yeah, even older Scott is like fucking furious because young Scott got together with Ramona Flowers. And then even older Scott is like really jacked now, really fucking pissed. And they have to defeat even older Scott. That's what happens in the final episode. And then they do defeat him, and then Ramona Flowers becomes like this like angel being, like this really powerful thing, and then it takes them back to their normal reality, and then Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers are together, and then the seven evil exes are just all kind of known with their own getting on with their own shit after all that shit goes down. It's there's not going to be a season 2 as well, which is pretty disappointing. But like, we never got a Scott Pilgrim vs. the World sequel because there's only one Scott Pilgrim storyline. The storyline can change, yeah, but like, it always has to be that it always has to be similar. Scott Pilgrim getting together with Ramona Flowers. That's the story for it, and they did that. So there's really nothing else for them to show if they ever do a season 2. So there's not going to be a season 2. No, there's not. Um, I really like this show. I thought it was so fucking good. Um, I kind of skimmed through a few episodes because, well, it got a bit boring at some points of it. But other than that, absolutely fucking incredible. Scott Pilgrim is a great kind of story. The movie, oh, when I watched the movie, oh, it was so fucking entertaining. It's just a good movie and a good show. I like Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. It's just good. Oh my god. I've been wanting to make this review ever since it came out, and I'm sorry if I'm so late to this show. It literally came out like 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. I just could not be fucked to make a review on it. But yeah, really good show. Really fucking. There's even a gay guy in this show. They do everything in it. Like, it's just wow. Oh my god, I love this. It's just a masterpiece. Okay. So for the reviewee slide here, this is gonna be a pretty shocking. Yeah, it gets an amazing. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off gets, I think, the first amazing that I've ever done on my channel. It's good. I really recommend it. Oh god, like, it's on Netflix. You don't have to go to a cinema to go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's a TV series. So yeah, and it's just so good. Oh wow. The Scott Pilgrim dying thing kinda makes me want to put it in good, because it kinda ruined the storyline a little bit for some episodes. Like, one of the episodes, I think it was like episode 4 or 5, worst episode, because, well, it was just so boring. There was nothing that they were doing in that episode, but all the other episodes pretty fucking entertaining. I like this show. It wow, it's just good. Netflix did so well with this animated show. They announced the Scott Pilgrim anime like a year or two ago, and ever since I knew it was gonna be so fucking amazing. Well, yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Bye bye.